Hi, this is James Stewart from marketingwithjames.com, and a quick video just to run you through the process of purchasing and registering a domain name with GoDaddy. Okay, the first thing you need to do is go to GoDaddy's homepage, which is where we're at now, www.godaddy.com. And you can see at the top of the page there, small button there saying create account. Okay, first things first, you need to get an account created with GoDaddy. Just click on that tab. Okay, this basically takes you to the page to create a new customer account page. Very basic contact information. It'll ask you also to create a password as well. Go through all that. It's very simple stuff. Fill it all in. Go down to the bottom there and click on create a new account, and it's as simple as that. It's very simple stuff. When you do that, you will get an email saying that you know your account's been created. It's like a confirmation email. Very standard sort of stuff. Okay, in terms of actually purchasing your domain name, what we're looking at here is this start your domain search here box. Now what I'm actually going to do for the purpose of this video is I'm going to type in two domains. Okay, I'm going to type in a domain name that I know is already taken. In actual fact, it's the domain name for my blog. Okay, and the reason for that is that there's just a couple of things I want to show you. If you do a search for a domain name that is already taken, okay, and then we'll go through searching another domain name that I know is available right now. So if we start off with, oops, let's spell it right. We'll type in marketingwithjames.com. Okay, if you click on this drop down menu here, you get all the different domain extensions, the .info, .net, .org, etc. I always prefer to go for the top level .com domain. It's personal choice, personal preference. We'll hit go on that. Now I already know that this domain name is not available. You get the red circle with a white cross and it says marketingwithjames.com is already taken. However, I have only actually purchased marketingwithjames.com. All these domain names with these extensions .co.uk, .info, .net, .org, etc. You get the green ticks there. These are all available. Okay, there'd be nothing stopping you if you wanted to stick with the Marketing with James domain name and the .com's already taken. There'd be nothing stopping you from purchasing the .info or .net domain or whichever one you want. Okay, if you hover over these, it will actually tell you what these domain extensions mean and what they're for. These are worthwhile having a quick look through, if nothing else for your own knowledge and for your own learning. Okay, but there'll be nothing stopping you from purchasing any of these. The prices are all there as well. These prices are yearly prices, not monthly. Okay, if we just scroll across this way. Now, when you do a search for a domain with GoDaddy, they will always offer you alternative domain names that are very similar to what you've searched for. These can be quite useful. It'd be well worth having a look through some of these. There may be something in there that springs out, and you know you maybe think that's quite a cool name. Actually, I quite like that, and maybe you want to go for it. The only thing I'd say with this is be very careful because some of these names can be a bit long-winded. They can also be a little bit complicated as well. The last thing that you want is for a customer to have visited your website or your blog and think, you know, some really cool stuff on there. I want to go back and have a look at that. But I can't remember what the domain name was. I can't remember what the website was. That's not really what you want. Okay, so but just bear these in mind. Just be a little bit careful with them. Okay, be careful what you pick when you're choosing a domain name. Try and keep it simple and try and keep it relevant. Okay. Now, if we do a search for James Stewart blog, again we'll leave it at .com and hit search. Now, I know that this domain name is available, okay, and this time you will get the green circle with the white tick, and it will say that domain name is available, and you'll have your price there, $10.69 in this instance. Again, that domain name with all these extensions down here, you've got the green ticks. These are all available as well, okay. So if you wanted to buy that domain name with a .info extension, .net, .org, whatever, you can do that there, and likewise, it will offer you some alternatives down here as well. Some of these are certainly a little bit long-winded now. Again, if you want to have a look through these and you know there's something that stands out, by all means choose one of those instead. So we're good to go. Let's assume that we've got the domain name that you want, whatever it is you've decided to choose. In our case, for this example, jamesstewartblog.com, we're good to go, and we click on add. Now you get a little box there saying one domain pending registration. Okay, it's flicked off quite quickly, but it says one domain pending registration. Just simply click on the continue to registration page. Now what this is doing here is, because we've only selected the .com domain, this is offering you the same domain with different extensions, .net, .org, .info, for slightly discounted rates. Okay, some more on this side as well. For the purpose of this video, we're not interested in any of that, so we'll click on no thanks. Okay, now this is where you need to log into your account if you haven't already. I mean, likewise, if you have not yet created an account with GoDaddy, you can do this here, and it should remember what the domain name is that you're looking to register. Okay, but we're going to assume for now that you've created your account, you're good to go, and I'm just going to log into my account right now. Okay, so we've logged into our account, and this is the next page that you will come to. Again, we're not going to get so much involved in this. This is your privacy and domain protection details. Standard is included in the price that we're paying for the domain. You can pay extra for the deluxe and the protected. Again, if you hover over these, it'll tell you what you're getting for your money and what you're covered by. But we're not going to get bogged down so much in this. Let's just click continue. Okay, now for the hosting for these domains, the domains that we're going to use, we're going to host with HostGator. Okay, so we don't need to worry about any of this. I'm sure that GoDaddy's hosting is perfectly acceptable. I use HostGator. It's what I prefer, it's what I know, and it's what I use, and it's what I would recommend anybody use. We don't need to worry about any of this for now. So on this page, we're just going to click no thanks and check out now, and then click the checkout button. Okay, and this is just a brief summary of the shopping cart. Okay, this is a domain name that we'll want to register. All right, it's a 1-year registration. It's a public domain, which means that when you upload your files and everything to your website, that people are going to be able to see it. And GoDaddy at the minute have got a little bit of a sale on, so we've actually got it at $7.67 as opposed to $10.69, which is pretty cool. That's a recurring bill as well, which means yearly you will automatically be charged that amount. Okay. Now, one thing that I haven't yet mentioned, and I've left this to the end on purpose, so it's quite fresh in your memory. When you register with an account with GoDaddy, you will receive a welcome email and a confirmation email. Okay, within that email will contain something called name servers. Okay, don't worry yourself too much right now about what name servers are, what they do, but you do need to keep that email. Okay, do not delete that email, because you will need the name servers when we go on to the web hosting side of things. Okay, now to pay for the domain name, you can do it a number of different ways. You can see there, credit card, or you can pay by PayPal. Okay, you need to select which one you want. Click on these boxes, say that you've read the terms and conditions, and pretty much, guys, that's basically it. It's a very simple process. As I say, you need to get registered first. The most difficult part you're going to have is finding a domain name that's available. Okay, that tends to be the most difficult part, but once you've got that, as you can see, going through this is very easy. So that's basically everything to do with purchasing and registering a domain name for now. Okay, so hopefully you'll get through this okay. Any problems, visit my blog www.marketingwithjames.com and drop me a message, and I'll help you out best I can.